Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. The Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle, delighted devoted supporters with a surprise appearance at a special screening of her new Netflix series With Love, Meghan, just hours before its official release. Taking to Instagram, Meghan shared footage of the moment she walked into the event, met with cheers from an audience of longtime admirers. "What did you guys think?" she asked, which is a question she probably isn't going to want to ask too many people. Photographs from the gathering captured Meghan warmly embracing fans and exchanging friendship bracelets, a nod to the close-knit community that has followed her since her days writing The Tig, her former lifestyle blog. "Had to make sure they saw it first," she wrote on social media, adding, "The girls have supported me for nearly a decade." Ahead of the series premiere, the Duchess reflected on her journey in an interview with People magazine, expressing gratitude for those who allowed her the space to learn from her mistakes. She remarked, "I appreciate everyone who gave me the grace to make mistakes and figure it out, and also to be forgiving with myself through that. It's a learning curve. We'll deal with the People interview tomorrow so we can focus on the cooking show today." Meghan also addressed the evolution of her upcoming lifestyle brand, As Ever, formerly American Riviera Orchard, admitting she navigated some trademark issues in real time. She described working on her Netflix project as super joyful, highlighting how the experience helped her explore her identity as a woman, mother, and wife. Prince Harry makes only a brief appearance in the series in the final episode alongside their children, Archie and Lilibet. Meghan fondly recalled a bedtime moment with Archie, who cautioned her, "Mama, don't work too hard," as he drifted to sleep. The Sussexes' home life features in the series, with scenes filmed in their chicken coop, garden, and orchard, where young Archie even handled the clapperboard during production. With Love, Meghan was released at 8 a.m. UK time and midnight on the US West Coast, following a delay caused by the January wildfires in Los Angeles. This marks the Sussexes' second major Netflix project under their multi-million-pound deal with the streaming platform, which they signed in 2020. In one particularly candid moment from the second episode, Meghan playfully corrects a famous guest who mistakenly uses her maiden name. Actor Mindy Kaling remarks, "People wouldn't believe that Meghan Markle ate at Jack in the Box," to which the Duchess quips, "It's so funny too that you keep saying Meghan Markle. You know I'm a Sussex now." The Duchess had spoken openly about the significance of her surname, explaining in a recent interview with People magazine that she cherishes the unity it represents. "It's our shared name as a family. And I guess I hadn't recognized how meaningful that would be to me until we had children," she shared. "I love that it is something that Archie, Lily, H, and I all have together. It means a lot to me." The use of royal titles as surnames is a long-standing tradition within the family. Prince William and Princess Catherine's children, for example, were known as Cambridge before King Charles III's accession, while William and Harry both used Wales during their school years and military service. The Sussexes appear to have adopted a similar approach in their new life in the United States. That said, as Palace Intrigue is an American-based podcast, we will continue to refer to our principal cast in the manner familiar to most of our audience. Hence our use of Kate Middleton as opposed to Catherine, the Princess of Wales, and Meghan Markle as opposed to Meghan Sussex. Should Meghan Sussex catch on, we'll be sure to switch. Argentine socialite Delfina Blaquier takes a prominent role in the series. Delfina, the wife of polo star Nacho Figueres, has been a staunch supporter of Meghan and has even referred to her as a sister in social media tributes. Meghan's selection of guests appears to prioritize loyalty, with those who have stood by her in recent years featuring prominently. Delfina's inclusion, however, comes with an intriguing royal connection, as she also shares a long-standing friendship with Zara Tindall. Just hours after the trailer for With Love, Meghan was released in January, Delfina and her husband were seen posing for photographs with Zara and her husband, Mike Tindall, at the Magic Millions Carnival in Australia, a prominent equestrian event in which Zara serves as an ambassador. Despite her ties to both sides of the royal family, Delfina has never shied away from expressing her admiration for Meghan. In 2022, she shared a heartfelt message alongside a photo of the two watching their husbands play polo, writing, "I wish everyone knew you the way you are." She continued calling Meghan her sister and P-wife, polo wife, adding, "Listen to your heart, that will guide you well, because you have a big one and it's a beautiful one." In With Love, Meghan, Delphina joins the Duchess in light-hearted domestic moments, sampling homemade focaccia, tasting ice cream, and enjoying cocktails in the garden. During the Mindy Kaling episode, Meghan discusses her fashion philosophy, describing her style as high-low and revealing she was wearing trousers from Zara, a Loro Piana shirt and a Jenny Kane sweater. When Kaling jokingly refers to Meghan's past on Suits, the Duchess fondly recalls her 7-season tenure on the legal drama, reflecting on her time in Toronto and her love of making new friends, even at the dog park. She also shares her appreciation for the show's recent resurgence on Netflix, calling it a time capsule, revealing that she still has the pencil skirt from the first episode. The series also offers a glimpse into the Sussexes' home life in California. Meghan describes their busy mornings, taking pride in making breakfast for the family. She humorously shares that cooking bacon draws in husband and 3 dogs, before singing a playful adaptation of Kellis' Milkshake, "My bacon brings all the boys to the yard." She also praises Prince Harry's culinary skills, calling his breakfasts really good. Throughout the series, Meghan reminisces about her past, recalling early jobs at an ice cream shop and a donut stand, as well as a brief and unsuccessful stint as a barcode check attendant. She also reveals that the first jar of jam from the lifestyle brand as ever was gifted to her mother, Doria Ragland. The Duchess's beloved pets also feature prominently, particularly her beagle Guy, whom she describes as her shadow. Following his passing in early 2024, Meghan pays tribute to him in the series, saying, "I think you may fall a little bit in love too." In another heartfelt moment, Meghan hikes with her close friend, Delphina Blaquier, and reflects on her time in Argentina, where she interned at the U.S. Embassy. She describes her love for the country's landscape, comparing it to California. The series also delves into Meghan's calming rituals, such as flower arranging, something she first learned at her baby shower while pregnant with Archie. She shares how she enjoys winding down with a glass of wine and music, listing 70s soft rock, yacht rock, and French dinner party playlists among her favourites. A surprising new hobby is also revealed, mahjong. Meghan has been learning the game with friends, emphasising that it's not just about the game itself, but about strengthening friendships and community. Food remains a recurring theme throughout With Love, Meghan, with the Duchess calling cooking her love language. She shares a special spaghetti recipe, recalling how food has always been a way for her to nurture others. She hopes that children will remember her meals as fondly as she remembers those her mother Doria made for her. Finally, the series touches on themes of resilience and beauty and imperfection. Speaking with Thatcher founder Vicky Tsai, Meghan becomes emotional while reflecting on the idea that something precious isn't broken when fractured, but rather made more beautiful. Tsai echoes the sentiment, adding, "Perfect isn't beautiful." With Love, Meghan offers an inside look at the Duchess's world, one filled with cherished traditions, close friendships, and a deep appreciation for the simple yet meaningful moments in life. With Love, Meghan may have been designed to share simple joys, but one particular segment has stirred up quite the debate among parents. Meghan's meticulously crafted rainbow fruit platter, intended as a fun breakfast idea for children, has been branded by some as unrealistic and out of touch with the realities of busy mornings. In the episode, Meghan is seen carefully assembling a colourful spread of strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, kiwi, pineapple, satsumas, nectarines, and even dried rose petals. She encourages parents to find joy in small moments, saying, "It's a real delight in being able to be a present parent, and it's a luxury sometimes because we all have to work. We all have a lot of stuff to do, but when you can take a minute to just," before agreeing with the crew member's suggestion of Saturday morning. The platter, estimated to cost around £34, was immediately met with mixed reactions online. Some parents criticised it as an impractical expectation, with one writing on social media, "Many parents can't afford 5 or 6 kinds of fruit, maybe a bag of apples or oranges, but all that?" Another scoffed, "I'd like to see her do this on a busy school morning, getting the kids up and dressed, making lunches and getting them to school on time." Even television presenters joined in the mockery. On Good Morning Britain, Richard Arnold presented his own version, featuring an unpeeled banana, some cornflakes and apple chunks, while joking that he'd skipped the rose petals. Meanwhile, on Lorraine, host Lorraine Kelly quipped, "Doesn't that all look so clean and gorgeous and lovely and unrealistic, though, for the rest of us?" Before sarcastically asking, "Are you seriously telling me you don't do this every morning?" Despite the backlash, Meghan did acknowledge that the concept could be simplified, suggesting a smaller version of the rainbow for an everyday breakfast. Supporters of the Duchess also came to her defense, with one admirer writing, "Imagine hating on Meghan Markle when she's just in her kitchen making little fruit rainbow plates for her kids. Another credited the Duchess for inspiring them to enjoy cooking, sharing, "Ordinarily, I loathe cooking, but Meghan's inspired me to find the joy in it, not perfection." While the debate rages on whether Meghan's fruit platter is aspirational or out of touch, With Love Meghan continues to showcase Meghan Sussex's love for hosting, cooking, and finding beauty in the everyday. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple, or the app of your choice, and leave us a review of 5 stars if you're enjoying the show. Don't forget, we have a new show from Calaroga Shark Media at the moment called White Smoke. It's the path to a new pope. It's a historical and timely, very cool look at the process of electing a new pope. And you can get that wherever you get your podcasts. It's called White Smoke, the path to a new pope. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue, and good times.